For over 4 centuries, the earth had yielded its gift beneath their feet. Vine after vine, harvest after harvest, the family had tended to the land as if it were an extension of themselves. The winery was their legacy passed down through the generations, its roots as deep as the oak barrels in the cellar. But it was not just the vines that told their story. No, that tale was painted on the walls of the ancestral home in a single row of portraits. There they stood, in solemn grandeur, each generation captured in oils that seemed to breathe with the weight of history. From the first, a stern man with calloused hands, whose dream of a vineyard took shape in the rolling hills of Tuscany, to the newest, the current master of the vines, who had learned the art from his father as a boy. The eyes of each ancestor followed you as you walked the halls, their faces a mixture of pride, sacrifice, and love for the soil that had sustained them all. And on the eve of the family's annual celebration of the harvest, the day when every descendant gathered to toast the land and the legacy, there was a new portrait. The youngest son, who had spent years studying abroad, returned to the family estate with something more than knowledge. With a quiet smile, he revealed the painting, his gift to his father and to the long line of winemakers who had come before. The room fell silent as the cloth was pulled away, revealing the image of his father, painted in the same regal style as the ancestors who stood behind him on the wall. There he was, immortalized in the midst of the vineyard, his hands holding a cluster of grapes as though it were a treasure, an offering, not to the gods, but to the generations to come. The father's breath caught in his throat. His eyes, filled with both surprise and gratitude, drifted from the painting to his son. For in that portrait he saw not only himself, but the culmination of everything they had worked for, everything they had cherished. He was no longer just the steward of the land. He was now part of the long line of legends, forever watching over the vines that had become their lifeblood. Tears shimmered in the father's eyes as he embraced his son. The painting was more than a gift. It was a reminder that the family's story, like the vines, would continue to grow year after year, season after season.